nakitlong ka Ri Khasi ngiwan lam shapi ko sngur bakhuit parpashngam ka beats aqua Khusnam dang yai pinja sliang
Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka Cot Admission nakamta ka Nursing but Paramedical Course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka By Admission ka Badunatam, but 6% ka Jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka Education Loan.
Ka Office jong Assistant Commissioner Food Safety Ribhoi, menta ka sngi gila rakhi ka World Food Safety Day ha Science Hall nong po kum shi benta ban pesngo tho bat ban pinchai ye ki nong di jing bam alo ka jing don kam jong jing le khud le suba bat ban ai ki jing bam gi bataimet ban gi basngai na ka menta ki nong bam nong di hagni ka program la sakhi de jing don lang wabi sheikh saini Deputy Commissioner ka Ribhoi District kong AB tingkan Assistant Commissioner Food Safety Ribhoi ringkat ki nong di dukan cha bat ki try restaurant nakaleng gi benta jong district haba ajing tra na kani ka siu Dr. Abhishek Saini ula banjor halo ki jingdon kam ban pene ya ka khod ke suba hagi dukan bat ki jaka di jingbam Deputy Commissioner ula Kyntu ru ye ki nong di dukan bat kin ai ye ki jing trailang ga pura bat ka tana jong food safety bat ban bot Ryntih ye ki Kyndon bat ki jing tha jong sarkar halor ka khod ka suba na du ka jaka shet jingbam ka jaka bo bat hadu ki jaka ban site ban clean kum shibenta jong jing rakhe ye ka World Food Safety Day ka Office jong Assistant Commissioner Food Safety Ribhoi District la samro ye ki Khusnam shaki sapu armut ki nong di dukan ki bla pene ye ka khod ka suba bat ki bla de ye ki jingbam ki bachngan nagamta ki paitba kani ka sinjam ka longru kum shibenta jong jing tmu ban pinsngo thu paitba alo ka jing shngan ha ka bam ka di bat ban pinchlo ri ki nong di dukan bakin bot Ryntih ye ki kom trekam ban wanra ya ka kwat ka khya ha ka imlang salang.
This year's theme is a wake-up call for everyone to ensure safe food is available to all. Therefore, the government should stress on prevention rather than cure. I think you might have heard the saying. You all may have taken health education, right? It always says prevention is better than cure. So the government should stress in strengthening food safety management and food regulation, and different departments in the state should work hand in hand with food safety officers so that we can ensure that the food available or the food that the farmers are producing will be safe for consumption. Food business operators should put into action what is mandatory as they have been scheduled for and the regulation. Producers, farmers should adopt safe farming practices to prevent contamination even at the source. Consumers should practice the 5 keys to safer food. So it's not only the responsibility, like I've said, it's not only the responsibility of the food safety officials, but it's also the responsibility of the consumers. So the consumers should remember the 5 keys to safer food. That is, you have to keep clean, you have to separate raw food from cooked food, and cook food thoroughly. And always keep food at safe temperatures and use only safe materials.
श्रीमती रोसल्ला मेरीवाली श्री मनदीप सिंह गिल श्री प्रभात श्रीमती Nicholas Waran of MS Nicholas Ïaki, Dorothana Joshi of MS Shrimati Jylla of MS Lab, Shri Raja of Naga, Shri Balala Robertla of Bangladesh, Shri John Lapang of John's Kitchen, Shrimati Felicita Lindo, Shri Manjit Singhel of Sadaji, Shri Babul Roy of Shri Gilbert Lincoln, Shri Shrimati Christine Nono, Shri Kyntu jylla,
non-negotiable, and as the administration and from the food business operator side, we have to work in collaboration to make sure that each and every person in the district should be able to have access to healthy, hygienic and safe food. There is a lot of mandatory requirements, whether it is under FSI, that all of you have to make sure that you are having the proper FSI registration, license and all. But that mandatory part is definitely there. But I think food safety is something that should come from within, from your side. And each one of us, when we go to a restaurant or to a dhaba, the first thing we want to ensure is that the food is hygienic, clean and cooked in a proper environment. That is non-negotiable. Rest other things can be little up or down, maybe lighting or all, that is okay. But if there is no food safety, then the persons will not like to eat there. So I would urge all the food business operators to take this as a moral responsibility rather than something that we should be enforcing or we should be telling you. This should come from your side that my restaurant, my dhaba, my hotel should have the most hygienic, the cleanest food possible. And this responsibility is not just about the health of the persons who are coming and eating at your places, but also about your own business perspective, because the better and the cleaner food you will give, the reputation will spread very fast. And it is like a word of mouth. People will tell, yes, that hotel or dhaba is very neat and clean, we will stop there and eat there. So I would urge all of you to make sure that is there. And our district, Ryntih, since such an important highway passes through our district, I think we might be having one of the highest number of dhabas and tea stalls and all these shops. So that way it is even more important for our district to focus a lot on the food safety aspect. And I am happy that so many of you have taken part in the RUCO initiative, which is again very important because using the cooking oil again and again, it becomes really bad for the health of the people. So you should make sure that it is not used multiple times and it is being utilized for the biofuel generation and other aspects. And I would urge all of you who have still not participated in this initiative to please coordinate with the RUCO aggregator and make sure that you are participating in this and contributing to the food safety aspect. And one more thing I would like to say is that the trainings and all to our food safety officers, please make sure that regular trainings are conducted and whatever help is required by the food business operators, that should be given. I am sure you must be part of some WhatsApp group or you must be having the contact numbers of our food safety officer. So whenever you need any help, any hand-holding that is required from the administration side, our food safety officer should always be willing to help you so that you can enforce and you can be compliant with all the requirements that are present there. And next is regarding one thing I would say is please have all the food operators should have designated hand washing areas for your staff. This is something that is very important and you should train your staff that whenever they are handling the food, they should the proper hand hygiene. That is very important because 80% of the diseases are taken care of if the food is handled with the clean and neat and clean hands. If possible, they should be using the gloves also while handling the foods and be more careful regarding the raw foods and especially those who are using the non-vegetarian, serving the non-vegetarian, which most of these stalls are doing, because non-vegetarian food has to be handled even with more care and cooking has to be proper. I remember earlier when I was in Ryntih as assistant commissioner also, so there was one episode of gastroenteritis, and multiple people had diarrhea and all those vomiting episodes because of undercooked pork that was served. That was at some wedding program basically, not at some stall. So it is very important that pork is cooked properly, because if pork is not cooked properly, then many of you might be aware that it can lead to a very severe brain disease also, and can be life-threatening. So proper cooking of the non-vegetarian food is very, very vital to cut any chance of any sort of disease in the people who are eating them. And I hope with this today's gathering, all of you are even sensitized further, and in future we don't have any kind of episode where there is a health hazard to the people, and let us make Ryntih 100% hygienic and safe for all the people who are having the food at the different places. And once again, please make sure that there is a zero compromise with the food safety aspect, and we make sure that all of us are working together. And again, whatever help is required from the administration, I would urge Madam also to please make sure that all the food business operators do not face any kind of hurdles, and we facilitate them. Our role should be more of a facilitation and to provide the best quality of food that is there.
Lazzie's Pizza. Fresh hand-baked pizza, veg and non-veg pizza available. You can also try our delicious starters, burgers and Chinese cuisines. Visit us at Limekra Upland Road, opposite St. Mary's English School, Shillong 793003. You can contact or WhatsApp at 9862 401198.
Every morning in our house begins with a race. Shoes, slippers, everything on the ground. Mom shouting for breakfast.
Lisa, what is your name?
Dad's hunting for geese. And I'm in a hurry putting on my socks. Shillong's roads are always full. Honking cars, parents rushing, everyone trying to reach somewhere first. Then one day, the STEM's bus came to our lane. Big, bright yellow, like sunshine on wheels. The bus is always on time. Our caretaker waves. It feels like family arriving. Inside, it's not just seats and bags and uniforms. It's laughter, stories, songs, small little friendships growing every morning. We share snacks, help in homework, and learn to wait for each other. I think that's what community really means. Caring for people who share your road. When I see other parents dropping their kids one by one, I think, wow, if one bus can take 50 of us, that's 50 cars less on the road. My father says the bus helps save money because it's not just fuel we're saving, it's time too, and time matters. And my mother knows exactly where I am, every turn, every stop, all thanks to the STEM's app on her phone. The bus feels safe, clean seats, big mirrors, and a careful driver. When a new student comes in, we always make space, and by the next stop, we're already laughing. When we reach school, our caretaker walks us right to the gate. And after school, the caretakers are always waiting, smiling as they walk us back to the bus. The caretaker feels this bus has made life easier, but to me, it made life a lot more happier. Because one bus doesn't just save money or time, it saves mornings. It gives us cleaner air, calmer roads, and families who can breathe a little easier. I think our city is growing smarter, not faster, just kinder. And every day, this bus carries something more than just us children. It carries stories, friendships, dreams, the small moments that slowly becomes memories, and carrying a little bit of Meghalaya's heart with them. Every day, as the bus doors shut and the engine hums to life, I take a quiet moment to be grateful for the journey, for the care, and for everyone who makes it possible. This is STEMS, our ride, our happiness, our tomorrow.